In a cozy little house in a friendly neighborhood, there lived two siblings named Emma and Max. Emma was 6 years old with bright eyes and a big smile, and Max was her 4-year-old brother who was always full of energy and laughter. One sunny morning, Emma and Max decided to go on an adventure in their backyard. They imagined it was a vast jungle with tall trees and hidden treasures. They played and explored, pretending to be brave explorers. As they ventured further into their imaginary jungle, they stumbled upon a nest of baby birds. The tiny birds were chirping loudly, calling for their mother, who was nowhere to be seen. "Max, look! The baby birds are all alone," said Emma, her voice filled with concern. Max looked at the nest and then at his sister. "What should we do, Emma? They need their mommy," he replied. Emma thought for a moment and then said, "We need to take care of them until their mommy comes back. It's important to help our family, and right now we're their family." So Emma and Max gathered some worms and carefully fed the hungry baby birds. They watched over the nest, making sure the birds were safe and warm. As the day went on, the mother bird returned to the nest. She was so grateful to find her babies well fed and looked after. She chirped happily, thanking Emma and Max for their kindness. Emma and Max felt a warm glow in their hearts. They had helped take care of the little bird family, and it made them feel happy and proud. When they went back inside their house, they found their own mommy preparing a delicious snack for them. Emma and Max hugged her tightly, realizing how much their mommy cared for them every day. "Mommy, we took care of some baby birds today," Emma said with a big smile. "And we were like their family," added Max, his eyes sparkling. Their mommy smiled and said, "That's wonderful. Caring for each other is what makes a family strong. I'm so proud of you both." From that day on, Emma and Max checked on the birds every day and also looked out for each other and helped their family, just like they did for the baby birds. They learned the importance of caring for family. The end.
Mia's Magic, a journey of empathy. Once upon a time, in the small, cozy town of Maplewood, there was a kind-hearted girl named Mia. Mia lived with her parents and her little puppy, Toto. Everyone in Maplewood knew Mia for her bright smile and her even brighter heart. One sunny day, while walking through the town's park with Toto, Mia noticed a new family moving into the neighborhood. They had a little girl about Mia's age. The girl looked scared and alone. Mia wondered why she wasn't playing or laughing like other children. The next day, Mia saw the girl sitting alone on a park bench. "Hi, I'm Mia. What's your name?" Mia asked with a smile. The girl looked up, a little surprised, and replied, "I'm Lily. I just moved here." Mia sat next to Lily. "I know new places can be scary, but you'll love Maplewood." "Do you want to play with me and Toto?" Mia asked gently. Lily's face lit up, and she nodded eagerly. As they played, Lily shared that she missed her old friends and was worried she wouldn't make new ones. Mia listened carefully and said, "It's okay to miss your friends, but I'm here now and we can be friends." Days passed, and Mia and Lily became the best of friends. They went on adventures in the park, read stories together, and shared their favorite snacks. Mia introduced Lily to her other friends, and soon Lily felt right at home. One rainy afternoon, while playing at Mia's house, Lily looked sad. "What's wrong, Lily?" Mia asked. Lily said, "I miss my grandmother. She used to tell me stories on rainy days like this." Mia thought for a moment and said, "Let's make a storybook for your grandma. We can draw pictures and write stories." Lily's eyes sparkled with excitement, and they spent the whole afternoon creating a beautiful storybook. When the book was done, Lily said, "Thank you, Mia. You made me feel better." Mia hugged her friend and said, "That's what friends are for." Mia learned that being kind and understanding others' feelings made a big difference. She started a buddy bench in the schoolyard where anyone feeling lonely could sit, and others would come to talk or play with them. Mia's idea spread throughout Maplewood. Children learned to look out for each other, and the town became a happier place. The buddy bench wasn't just a place to sit, it was a symbol of friendship and empathy. One evening, as Mia sat with her parents, she told them all about Lily and the buddy bench. Her father joyfully said, "Mia, you have a very special gift, the gift of empathy. You see the hearts of others and bring joy where there's sadness." Mia smiled, feeling happy and warm inside. She knew that empathy, understanding how others feel, was her magic power. And with it, she made her little part of the world a better place. Friends, this story tells us that empathy is like a magical power. When we understand and care about how others feel, we can make the world a happier place, one friend at a time.
Lily the little star, who believed in herself. In a small town in the United States, there was a little girl named Lily. Lily loved to sing, dance, and play. But she was often shy and unsure of herself. She had a dream of performing in her school's talent show, but the thought of standing on stage in front of everyone made her tummy feel like it was filled with fluttering butterflies. One sunny afternoon, while playing in her backyard, Lily met a friendly firefly named Flicker. Flicker glowed brightly and danced in the air without a care in the world. "Hi, Flicker, you're so bright and beautiful," said Lily with a smile. "Thank you, Lily. I wasn't always this bright, you know," replied Flicker. "I used to be afraid of shining too much, worried that others might not like my light." Lily's eyes widened in surprise. "Really? But you're so confident now." Flicker nodded. "I learned an important secret, Lily. Do you want to know what it is?" "Yes, please," exclaimed Lily, eager to learn. "The secret is to believe in yourself," Flicker said softly. "When you believe in yourself, your light shines brighter than ever. And guess what? Others will see your light and feel happy too." Lily thought about Flicker's words. She wanted to believe in herself, but she didn't know how. "Flicker, how can I believe in myself?" Lily asked. "It's simple," Flicker replied. "Every night before you go to sleep, look at the stars and say, 'I am a star and I can shine bright.' Do this every night and soon you'll see the difference." Lily did just as Flicker suggested. Every night she looked out her window at the twinkling stars and whispered, "I am a star and I can shine bright." Days passed and the talent show was getting closer. Lily practiced her singing and dancing, and each night she repeated her new mantra. She started to feel a warm glow inside her, just like Flicker's light. The day of the talent show arrived, and Lily was nervous, but she remembered Flicker's words. She stepped onto the stage, took a deep breath, and began to sing. Her voice was clear and strong, and her dance moves were graceful and fun. The audience clapped and cheered, and Lily felt a joy she had never felt before. She realized that she was shining bright, just like a star, and it was all because she believed in herself. From that day on, Lily was never afraid to share her talents with the world. She knew that her light was special, and that believing in herself was the key to letting it shine. And Flicker, well, he was right there in the audience, glowing with pride for his little friend, who had learned to be as confident as a star. The end.
Kimmy and Kiki, a cupcake friendship. Once upon a time, in a vibrant town, where pastries weren't just treats but lively characters, there lived a unique cupcake named Kimmy. She was the only cupcake in a family of donuts. She tried to fit in, rolling herself in powdered sugar and even attempting a jelly filling, but it just wasn't the same. Kimmy felt alone in a world where everyone else seemed to have their matching dozen. Kimmy used to go to the local dessert school, a bustling place where pastries of all shapes and sizes from her community came to learn. But there were very few cupcakes, and she found it hard to blend in. Whether it was during the baking basics class or the frosting seminar, she always stood out, her cupcake nature shining too brightly among pies, cookies, and especially donuts. The loneliness she felt was like a cake left out in the rain, slowly melting away. One morning, the school buzzed with the excitement of a new student's arrival. The newcomer, Kiki, was a cupcake! With swirls of vibrant icing and looking just like Kimmy. and she was going to join Kimmy's class. Kimmy got very excited to see someone else in her class looking like her. Their first encounter happened on the school playground in the play recess. "Can we be friends?" Kimmy asked, her voice hopeful. Kiki's bright icing lit up with a smile. "I'd like that," she replied, and just like that, a new friendship began to blossom. Kimmy and Kiki enjoyed doing things together, from painting portraits in art class using icing sugar to twirling in tandem at the school's annual dance. At the school's annual sock hop dance, as they danced under the disco ball, their peers couldn't help but join in. The joy was contagious, spreading through the crowd like warm chocolate spreading on a cold scoop of ice cream. Kimmy and Kiki, in their synchronization and bliss, showed everyone the beauty of their unique friendship. Their friendship began to change perceptions around them. The school community, once so divided by categories and types of desserts, started to see past the labels. Cupcakes, donuts, and all kinds of sweets began to mingle, sharing stories and laughs. Kimmy and Kiki had started a revolution, one of acceptance and understanding. But not all was smooth sailing. The two faced their share of challenges, from group projects gone wrong to misunderstandings that tested their bond. Yet, each obstacle was overcome with a sprinkle of trust, a dollop of forgiveness, and an endless supply of support for one another. They learned the true strength of friendship, as resilient as the toughest cookie and as sweet as the ripest berry. On a hot day at the dessert school playground, Kiki the cupcake began to melt under the sun's intense rays. Without hesitation, Kimmy shared her own white icing to save Kiki, caring little for her own appearance. Their laughter and gratitude echoed, showcasing the depth of their sweet, selfless friendship. Time went by, their lives moved on, and they both grew older, but they always stayed in touch. One fine morning, Kimmy and Kiki climbed to their favorite spot in town, a quiet little hilltop. Reflecting on their life journey, they realized how much they had grown. "We may have lost some frosting along the way," Kimmy said, "but we found something much more valuable." Kiki nodded, the cherry gleaming in the sun. "We found friendship, and that's the sweetest treat of all." So friends, remember, it's not our icing or filling that defines us, but the sweetness we bring into each other's lives. The end. Two ants and their strawberry.
Hello, young friends. Today I am going to share with you the tale of Allie and Annie, the incredibly hard-working ants from Sunny Meadow. In the heart of Sunny Meadow, there was a thriving colony of ants, ruled by the wise Queen Anatalia. Among her many subjects, two ants, Allie and Annie, were known for their extraordinary strength and unwavering dedication. Each morning, as the first light of dawn spread across the meadow, they would embark on their quest for food. One bright morning, Allie and Annie discovered something remarkable, a giant piece of fruit lying just beyond their meadow. It was a magnificent sight, the size of which they had never seen before. "Annie, look at this!" exclaimed Allie, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "This could feed our colony for weeks. Let's take it back with us." Annie examined the fruit, then glanced at the long path to their colony. It was a daunting task. "It's huge, Allie. Are we up to it?" she pondered aloud. "What do you think, kids? Should our brave ants take on this enormous task? It's a big challenge for such small creatures. Hold on to your answer, and we will look in a moment at what they finally decided." Allie and Annie decided to try. They pushed and pulled with all their might, but the fruit didn't budge. They heaved and strained, but it was no use. Just as they were about to give up, their friends from the colony arrived. They had seen Allie and Annie's hard work and came to help. All the ants worked as a team, pushing and pulling, inching the strawberry towards their home and dreaming about the dinner treat that night. As the sun began to set, the ants had made significant progress. But then a sudden downpour began, making the ground slippery and the task more challenging. The ants huddled under leaves, waiting for the rain to stop. Once the rain stopped, they noticed something odd. The fruit had rolled down a small hill during the storm and was now stuck in a narrow hole. "Oh no," cried Annie. How will we get it out now? The ants gathered around, brainstorming ideas. It was then that Allie had a brilliant idea. What if we use those sticks over there to push the fruit out? The ants quickly got to work, placing sticks under the fruit and pushing with all their strength. Slowly but surely, the fruit began to move. With one final push, the fruit popped out of the hole and rolled down the hill, straight towards their colony. But the adventure wasn't over yet. As they neared their home, they encountered a group of beetles. The beetles were fascinated by the giant fruit and wanted it for themselves. Everyone became angry, but Annie, with her quick thinking, proposed a deal. "We can share this fruit," she offered. "There's more than enough for all of us." The beetles agreed, and together the ants and beetles rolled the fruit into the heart of the ant colony. Everyone was super happy. Queen Anatolia was very happy to see this, her face beaming with pride. She said, "Well done, you have shown that with teamwork, creativity, and smart thinking, we can overcome any obstacle and even make new friends along the way." The ants and beetles celebrated their success together, sharing the strawberry and stories of their grand adventure. The meadow was filled with laughter and joy as they feasted under the stars. So remember, dear friends, just like Allie and Annie, you too can tackle big challenges and turn them into grand adventures. Keep working together and believing in yourselves.
Princess Layla, the Archer. In the sunlit gardens of Castle Glendora, Princess Layla performed her royal duties with grace, but missed adventure. As she gracefully danced through the roses and lilies, her gaze often drifted to the grand archery range beyond the palace walls. "If only I could be an archer," she whispered, clutching an arrowhead pendant around her neck. One evening, as the stars began to twinkle, a fiery glow filled the sky. A majestic phoenix descended upon the kingdom square, capturing everyone's attention. "Hear me, brave souls of Glendora," it declared with her heavy voice. "A grand tournament shall test the skill of archers far and wide." Layla's heart leaped. This was her chance. By the moon's silver glow, Layla visited the archery range. Alone she practiced, revealing a natural talent for the bow. Each arrow she released hit the target, striking the center with a very satisfying sound. She marveled at her own skill, a secret smile gracing her lips. In the royal stables, Layla talked to her loyal friend Sir Whiskers, a wise old cat with a warrior's spirit, about her love for archery and how much she wanted to learn it. "You must follow your heart, young princess," he purred. "I shall teach you the art of the bow." Each night, under Sir Whiskers' watchful eye, Layla's archery skill grew. As the tournament drew near, Layla made a promise to herself and said excitedly, "I will enter the tournament and win." Sir Whiskers nodded approvingly. "But you must keep this a secret," he advised. "Archery has not been practiced by princesses till now." With the help of her animal friends, Layla crafted a disguise for herself. She wore a cloak of emerald green color and a mask adorned with feathers. "I shall be known as the Emerald Archer in the tournament," she declared, her eyes sparkling with excitement. The day of the tournament arrived, and archers from across the lands gathered in a line on the tournament grounds. Everyone looked curiously at the Emerald Archer, wondering who he was. Layla took her place, her heart pounding with anticipation. The competition was fierce. With each round, the targets moved further away, but Layla's arrows found their mark. The crowd cheered, their claps growing for this mysterious newcomer. As the final round approached, the Phoenix presented a challenge. It made an announcement. The last target shall only reveal itself to an archer pure of heart and true of spirit. A silence fell over the crowd. The archers searched for the hidden target. Layla closed her eyes and listened to the wind, letting her intuition guide her. With a deep breath, she released her final arrow. It soared, a streak of green, and struck a hidden target in the heart of the grand oak tree. The crowd erupted in cheers. As Layla stood victorious, the Phoenix approached. "Reveal your true self, Emerald Archer," it commanded. Layla removed her mask, revealing her identity. The crowd gasped, and then the applause grew louder. A princess had won the tournament. The king and queen stepped forward, smiling with pride. Layla addressed the kingdom, her voice clear and strong. "I am Princess Layla, and I am an archer," she said. Let this be the day we celebrate all of our talents. Layla had not only won the tournament, but she had also won the hearts of her people, proving that one could be both a princess and an athlete. The tale of Princess Layla's courage and skill was told for generations, inspiring young girls to aim high and hit their mark. The end.
The Wonder Crayons and the Canvas of Dreams. In a cozy bedroom filled with drawings and crayons, a young artist named Ellie finishes her day by sketching in her beloved drawing book. She draws fantastic creatures and scenes, from dragons to enchanted forests, using her vibrant pack of wonder crayons. As night falls, Ellie drifts to sleep, unaware that her latest drawings are about to leap off the page. Under the silver glow of the moon, something magical happens. The wonder crayons, red, blue, and yellow, come to life, their colors glowing brightly. They notice that Ellie's drawings have also awakened, creating a playful chaos in her room. The crayons realize it's their duty to protect Ellie and her dreams. The first challenge arises when a paper dragon Ellie drew starts breathing tiny fireballs, setting ablaze other drawings. Red steps forward, her fiery spirit ready. With a flick of her waxy tip, she creates a ring of fire, controlling the dragon and earning its respect. They are able to extinguish the tiny fireballs that were causing chaos in Ellie's room. Together, they restored peace to the bedroom. The Wonder Crayons notice a sea of spilled ink moving ahead, threatening to engulf Ellie's drawings. They need to do something fast to save Ellie's drawings. The Blue Wonder Crayon comes forward as a leader and uses her power to create ink creatures within the sea of spilled ink. Friendly octopuses, smiling fish, and other whimsical ink creatures guide the crayons and Ellie's drawings to safety, filling the room with laughter and joy. Together, the Wonder Crayons are able to turn a chaotic situation into a playful adventure. As they go further, they see mysterious shadow creatures born from the dark corners of the room, but the crayons are ready to protect Ellie's creative world. Yellow, with her bright light, shines her rays, transforming the shadows into friendly beings. Her light reveals Ellie's forgotten drawings of playful animals and mythical creatures, which come to life and join the Wonder Crayons as friends. The Wonder Crayons sense Ellie's restlessness as she begins to have a nightmare. They bravely decide to enter her dream, ready to face whatever frightens her. Inside the dream, they find themselves in a dark forest, with Ellie's fear showing up as big shadows and weird, scary sounds. In the dream, the Wonder Crayons combine their powers. Red creates a protective circle of fire, blue summons a calming river, and yellow lights up the forest. Together, they create a beautiful, safe haven within the dream, saving from the nightmares. Ellie's fear transforms into a dream of a colorful adventure with her crayon friends. With the nightmare defeated, the Wonder Crayons and Ellie explore the limitless possibilities of imagination in the dream world, which is now vibrant and full of wonder. They embark on joyful adventures, from riding ink dolphins through rivers of sparkling light to soaring on paper dragons and making friends with once fearsome shadow creatures. Ellie realizes that her imagination has the power to transform fear into creativity and joy. Together, they celebrate friendship, creativity, courage, and the power of dreams. As dawn approaches, the Wonder Crayons and Ellie decide it's time to return to the waking world. They leave the dream, taking with them the lessons learned and the promise of new adventures. Back in her room, everything is as it was, but Ellie wakes with a smile, feeling safe and inspired. Ellie begins her day with renewed enthusiasm for drawing and imagination. She sees her Wonder Crayons in a new light, understanding the magic they hold. Inspired by her dream adventures, she starts to draw, Her room a testament to the power of creativity and courage. The wonder crayons watch on, ready to protect and inspire. If you like this story, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun stories.
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a group of animals who lived together in a beautiful forest. They were all different from each other, but they all had one thing in common. They loved to play and have fun together. One day, the animals decided to build a treehouse where they could all hang out and play games. They knew that it would be a big job, but they were excited to work together and make it happen. First, the bird arrived. She was very small, but she was very smart. She helped by giving the other animals advice on how to build the treehouse so that it would be safe and sturdy. Next, the monkey started the work of the treehouse. He was very good at climbing trees and gathering branches. The other animals watched as he worked hard to build the foundation of the treehouse. Next, the elephant came along. He was very strong and could carry heavy logs with ease. He helped the monkey by carrying the branches up to the treehouse. The rabbit was next to arrive. She was very fast and could hop around the forest with ease. She helped by gathering leaves and grass to make a soft floor for the treehouse. As the animals worked together, they realized that they were able to accomplish so much more than they could have on their own. They were able to build a beautiful treehouse that was strong and safe, and they had a lot of fun doing it. But then, they faced a problem. They couldn't decide what color to paint the treehouse. Some animals wanted it to be blue, while others wanted it to be white. They started to argue and fight, and it seemed like they would never be able to agree. That's when the monkey had an idea. He called everyone together and asked what they thought they should do. Should they keep arguing and fighting, or should they work together to find a solution? All the animals responded with a resounding, "Work together," and that's exactly what they did. They talked to each other and listened to each other's ideas until they finally came up with a solution that everyone was happy with. In the end, the treehouse was painted with both blue and white stripes, and it looked beautiful. The animals were proud of what they had accomplished, and they knew that they could do anything if they worked together. The moral of the story is that teamwork and cooperation are very important. When we work together, we can accomplish great things and have a lot of fun doing it. So, the next time you're faced with a problem, remember to work together and find a solution that everyone can be happy with. I hope you enjoyed this story.
Welcome to Veggie Valley, a place where veggies live just like us. Today's story is about Oliver, the onion who liked to crack jokes and wanted to do comedy shows, which would make everyone roll over laughing at his jokes. So Oliver Onion prepared a bunch of jokes to tell in the show one day. When his turn came, he climbed on the stage and started the first joke. Why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it wasn't peeling well. The audience laughed. He started the next one. What does a lemon say when it answers the phone? Yellow. But instead of laughing, the veggies start crying. Someone from the audience said, Oliver, that's really funny, but why are we crying? Oliver didn't want to make the veggies cry. He wanted them to laugh. So, he decided he would not give up and would make them laugh on his jokes and set out to find the real reason behind their crying. First, he met Gary Garlic in the sunlit garden of Veggie Valley. Gary Garlic said, Oliver, my boy, try spicing up your jokes. Like this. Why did the garlic take a walk? To get some fresh air. Oliver tried it in the next show, but the veggies still cried. Next day, Oliver went to meet Zara Zucchini in her yoga class. Zara said, Oliver, dear, it's all in the delivery, soft and gentle like a whisper. Oliver tries, but still no luck. So next day, Oliver went to meet Patty Pepper, who was in her kitchen. Patty Pepper said, Heat up those jokes, Oliver. Make them sizzle. In the next show, Oliver tries doing that, but still the tears won't stop. Oliver was about to give up when he thought about Edgar Eggplant, the wisest veggie of all. Let me give one last try, he thought. So he went to meet Edgar Eggplant in the library where he worked. Edgar Eggplant said, "Oliver, my friend, it's not your jokes. It's the onion gas. When your gas hits the audience's eyes, they start to cry." So now Oliver understood the real reason, and he came up with a brilliant solution. With his friend's help, Oliver gave out special giggle goggles to his audience before the show. And guess what? Everyone keeps laughing at his jokes, and someone in the audience says, "Oliver, you're hilarious." For the first time, Veggie Valley echoed with laughter on hearing Oliver's jokes instead of tears. Thanks to Oliver and his friends. Good night, little dreamers. May your dreams be filled with laughter and joy. Until our next bedtime story in Veggie Valley.
Brave Little Leo, The Jungle Adventure. Hello, little friends. Today, I have a special story for you about a little lion named Leo who lived in the lush greenleaf jungle. Leo was a bright and playful lion cub, but he had one big secret. He was afraid of the dark. Every night, as the sun set and the jungle grew dark, Leo would hide in his den, shivering and scared. The sounds of the jungle at night, the hoots of the owls, the rustle of the leaves, and the distant roar of the river made him very nervous. One evening, Leo's friends, Ellie the elephant, Jerry the giraffe, and Zara the zebra, noticed that Leo was missing from their nightly play. Concerned, they went to Leo's den and found him in his pajamas. "Leo, why don't you come out and play with us?" asked Ellie, with a gentle smile. "I'm scared of the dark," Leo confessed in a small voice. "I don't like the strange noises and shadows." "We're here with you, Leo. Let's face the dark together," Jerry said, stretching his long neck encouragingly. Zara, with her bright stripes, added, "We all get scared sometimes, Leo. But we can be brave together." Feeling a bit braver with his friends by his side, Leo slowly stepped out of his den. The jungle was dark, but the stars and the moon lit up the sky, casting a gentle glow on the trees. As they walked, Ellie held Leo's paw, Jerry kept a lookout from above, and Zara sang a cheerful song. Together, they explored the jungle, and Leo realized that the noises weren't so scary after all. The hoots were just wise old owls, the rustling leaves were playful monkeys, and the river's roar was singing a jungle lullaby. Suddenly, they heard a small cry for help. It was Benny the bunny, who had lost his way back to his burrow. Leo, feeling braver than ever, said, "Don't worry, Benny, we'll help you." With his friends behind him, Leo led the way, using his sharp eyes to find Benny's home. Benny hopped happily into his burrow, thanking Leo and his friends. One sunny morning, as the jungle awoke to the songs of birds and the gentle rustling of leaves, a new challenge arose. A group of animals from a neighboring jungle arrived in Greenleaf Jungle. They were in distress, their home threatened by a mysterious shadow that loomed at night. Hearing their plight, Leo felt a surge of determination. He remembered his own fear of the dark and how he had overcome it with the help of his friends. "We must help them," Leo declared. His friends nodded in agreement, ready to lend their support. Led by Leo, the group embarked on a journey to the neighboring jungle. As they traveled, Leo shared his story of overcoming fear, encouraging the visiting animals with his words of bravery. Ellie, Jerry, and Zara offered comfort and strength, reminding them that together they could face any challenge. As night fell, they reached the neighboring jungle. The mysterious shadow appeared, larger and more intimidating than they had imagined. The visiting animals trembled, but Leo stood firm, his heart filled with resolve. "We face this together," he roared softly, his voice a beacon of hope in the dark. With cautious steps, they approached the shadow. To their surprise, they discovered it was not a monster, but the shadow of a great tree, twisted in such a way that it cast a frightening shape in the moonlight. The visiting animals sighed in relief, their fear melting away. They realized that the shadow was harmless, and their jungle was safe. After their grand celebration under the stars, Leo and his friends were known throughout Greenleaf Jungle for their bravery and kindness. The once timid little lion had become a symbol of courage, inspiring animals all around. As dawn broke, the two jungle communities celebrated their newfound friendship. Songs of joy and laughter echoed through the trees, and the once feared shadow became a symbol of their unity. Back in Greenleaf Jungle, Leo and his friends were greeted with cheers and admiration for their bravery and kindness. The neighbors thanked them. The animals told Leo that they had also learnt a lesson in facing their fears and the power of friendship. From that day on, Leo was no longer just the little lion who overcame his fear of the dark. He was a leader, a friend, and a hero to all in the jungles. His story of courage continued to inspire, reminding everyone that no matter how big or small, everyone has the power to overcome their fears and make a difference in the world. And so, in the heart of the lush Greenleaf Jungle, Leo and his friends continued to live, laugh, and embark on new adventures, forever bound by their unbreakable spirit of courage and friendship. The end.
Hello, little dreamers. Tonight, we're going on a magical journey to the land of sweet dreams. So, snuggle up in your bed, get cozy, and let's begin our adventure. Our journey starts from a soft, glowing path to a ride on the Sleepy Cloud Express. Can you feel the cloud beneath you? It's soft, like the fluffiest pillow. Look up at the stars, twinkling just for you, guiding us to Dreamland. Each star is a dream, waiting to be dreamed. We're now gliding over the River of Calm, which is a serene river glowing with moonlight, surrounded by sleeping flowers. Its gentle flow washes away all your worries, leaving only peace and happiness. The river's surface is shining, reflecting the moon and stars. Take a deep breath in and out. Feel the calmness fill you with every breath. Now, we have reached the lush, enchanted forest where trees whisper lullabies. This is the forest of sweet slumbers, where every leaf sings a lullaby just for you. The animals here are getting ready for bed too. See the sleepy bunnies and the dozing deer. They're all snuggling down just like you. We've arrived at the Dreamland Gate. Beyond this gate lie the most wonderful dreams you can imagine. Dreams of adventure, dreams of joy, and dreams of magical worlds. It's time for you to create your own dream. What will you dream of tonight? Remember, in Dreamland, anything is possible. Welcome to Dreamland. May your night be filled with wonder and your dreams full of joy. Good night and sweet dreams, little one. I will leave now. Please share, and subscribe for more fun bedtime stories and dreamy adventures.